have, and so I'm going to play it anyway. So there you go. So Rob, you're going to sing a game for us just now.
Yeah, I'm going to sing a song called "Can Anyone Hear?" It's a bit of a melancholic song actually.
Okay.
I don't know, because I've been doing the solo kind of musician singer-songwriter thing as a job now, probably for 8-9 years, and sometimes it is great fun, and I wouldn't want to do anything else, and other times it is really hard work, and you go through times where you're just full of self-doubt and all that kind of stuff. And I guess this is I call it my midlife crisis song.
Okay.
As it is being quite honest, sort of, I think I just thought, well, maybe I ought to stop now. Maybe this is it. Maybe this is the last album I should do and think of something else to do. And I don't think it will be.
Okay.
Not the way next year's looking. But I think it's good to think about that and to really look at what you're doing and what the reasons are for it. So.
There's a significance in that it's the last track on the album.
Yeah.
For that reason.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. It is a kind of, cliffhanger, if you like. Is anything going to happen after this? So.
Okay, we'll look forward to that in a moment. But before we do listen to that, I think it might be a good idea if you could tell people where they can get hold of your CV, even
my
CD, and or music that's downloadable.
Yeah, you can get it from my website, which is robhalligan.co.uk. If you go to my Facebook site, which is facebook.com Halligan Music, and you click on the music tab on that page, it takes you to a page, and it has you can download it from there. You can download it from iTunes and everything as well. But
okay.
if you go to the Facebook thing, which is linked to a site called Bandcamp,
yes.
you can a free download of the CD if you buy the book, and if you buy the T-shirt, you'll get a free download of the CD as well. So.
Wow. There was a book with the last CD.
Well, I bought a book out earlier in the year called Tale of Seven Guitars.
Oh, that was it. Yeah.
And that was a kind of songbook that covered everything, all my back catalogues.
Yes.
That had 40 odd songs in it, and stories about the songs and where they came from and all the chords in, and it had a CD with 14 of those songs on the CD, so you could play along if you wanted to.
Absolutely, I remember now. And the title, Another Fine Mess, is there significance to that?
Yeah, I mean, this is probably the most honest album I've done in terms of questioning. I mean, the title track is Another Fine Mess, and it's based around the bit in the Bible where the guy says to Jesus, Lord, I believe, help me in my unbelief. Because sometimes, I feel like sometimes as Christians you're supposed to have it all worked out, and you're supposed to know what's what, and I realise sometimes I'm full of doubt, and I do believe, but I have a real problem, and I need a bit of help sometimes, and I think we believe some crazy things as Christians sometimes. Sometimes sometimes we're supposed to believe it all the time. Like things like the virgin birth and the resurrection. They're huge, and it's not something you can just say on your own. You need a bit of help. You need a bit of God to be able to believe that. And
I'm nodding vigorously that doesn't work on the radio either, but absolutely.
So I think to be honest, I think it's good to be honest with. I think I would much prefer that we're honest about where we're at, rather than being triumphalistic and actually, our face is dead as a doornail. So, I feel much more comfortable saying, God, I do believe, but I'm having a bit of a problem.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's where that song comes from then. Yeah. From that place. Fantastic. Thank you for coming in tonight, first of all, and thank you very much for agreeing to sing a couple of the tracks from the album. As I say, I'll play, as you're leaving the studio, I'll play a track that you recorded on the album. Yep. We can figure out which one that might be in a moment, and then the tracks where we've checked just while we're off air there that they are on our playlist, so listeners will be able to hear them interspersed with some of the other fine music that we play on this station. So well at home there. So you're going to sing for us now then, Can Anyone Hear?
Yeah.
Sometimes get to wondering if anyone would notice me quietly slip away when my songs have done their singing and everyone's done listening and heading their own way. 'Cause there's still a storm outside and I'm here without a ride. Road's been long and winding, and I've been here deciding if I should carry on. When my words are done their saying, and I got round to thinking it's time to move along. 'Cause there's still a storm inside, and I don't see the light. Can anyone hear? Does anyone know what goes on behind a brush that paints a master stroke? Can anyone see the image in me that's trying to make its way into the frame upon the wall? Oh. Could have just one wish, I would ask that all this wouldn't be for naught. I hope that I leave more than signs of my departure strewn across the floor. And I hope the storm inside will clear the air tonight. Can anyone hear? Does anyone know what goes on behind a brush that paints a master stroke? Can anyone see the image in me trying to make its way into the frame upon the wall? Can anyone hear? Does anyone know what goes on behind a brush that paints a master stroke? Can anyone see the image in me trying to make its way into the frame upon the wall? Oh, 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 oh.
Thank you so much. I'm not going to clap because I just don't want to ruin the atmosphere, so thank you very much for that. Really appreciate you coming in.
Thank you.
And wish you all the best with the CD, and hopefully we'll see you before long. Have you any gigs lined up in Coventry, or are you sort of further afield?
Not in Coventry now, no, not for a little while. I'm playing in Shaftesbury in Dorset.
Okay.
And
that's close to Coventry, but not that close.
In a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Actually, on Sunday I'm in Nuneaton.
Okay.
Sunday night, taking part in something called, I think it's called the Big Sing or something like that, the Advent Sing or something. So that,
yes, it's
so just doing a couple of songs there. That's right.
Saturday, actually.
And then actually I'm taking 2 months off just to, it's been quite hectic, so I'm taking Christmas, recharging, write some new songs as well, and then starting again. We're doing a fair trade tour in February, so
cool.
We'll kick off then.
We'll look out for that, and then please stay in touch with the, well, I know you stay in touch with the station, stay in touch with the show, and I'll be happy to promote those gigs when we get the details of them. And of course, when you're in Coventry, we'll plug that too.
Brilliant.
So, so don't forget, if you've enjoyed Rob this evening, which I'm sure you have, I certainly have, the album Another Fine Mess is available. It's available through Rob's website, through his Facebook page, and of course on iTunes and Bandcamp.
And Bandcamp, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So thanks again, and we'll see you before long.